Hi everybody, welcome to the Suburban Stitcher podcast. My name is Diane and today is May 23rd, 2016. It is a Monday afternoon, little late recording this week, late for last week, early for this week. I guess it just depends on your thoughts on that. I don't have a lot of new news. I have a lot of lovely things to show you because I have been completely spoiled in the mail over the last really month. I was trying to pace things out as I'm not really buying a lot these days because of the move, and then all of a sudden I had all this big stockpile of stuff and a bunch of things that are being sent to me, and I have to start packing it because moving. So I just need to get it out there. We are having the Around Your Neck Cal. It is starting it is starting June 1st through August 31st, 2016. So June, July, August. There is a thread in the Ravelry group with all of the information, and I do want to go ahead and announce some of the sponsors that I have confirmation from, and rules for how this works. It's all in the Ravelry group. So the sponsors right now, we have an anonymous donor of one knit spot pattern by Ann Hansen, one pattern up to $9. We have Bags by Awesome Granny has offered up 2 medium bags of the winner's choice, so that will be 2 different winners. Bunnyfish on Ravelry, who is Heather Laws, she has offered up 2 patterns of winners, 2 winners. Each will win 1 pattern of their choice, and those are of her shawl, around your neck patterns. Bluegrass Bags and More has offered up 1 bag from her shop of winner's choice. Java Pearl Designs has offered up 5 copies of any shawl pattern from her shop, so that will be 5 different winners. Birch Grove, 1 small bag of the winner's choice. Clothesline Designs has offered up 2 shawl patterns. Studio in the Green has offered up 1 shawl sack. And Suffolk Socks, I'm very excited about this sponsor. Suffolk Socks has offered up a new shawl design with coordinating yarn, and that is specifically for a UK winner. So super excited about all of our sponsors. If you are still interested, we really don't have any except for Suffolk Socks. I have no yarn dyers, anybody yarny. So if you are a yarn dyer and would like to offer a prize, certainly would not turn you down. And again, just contact me if you have any questions. So that is Around Your Neck Cal, and let's get into the knitting. This week I have no finished objects. Just haven't. I could have had one had it not been Stash Dash. Stash Dash is coming up. So my first work in progress is, let's see, if I can do this without spilling my tea. I have finished this first sock. I think I showed this last time. And this first sock, this is my May Desert Vista Dye Works. The pattern is the monkey socks. This is the no purl version. I think that Crafty Pancakes is the one that came up with this. And so this is Desert Vista Dye Works in the 3-stripe decomp colorway. I just love it. And you can see the monkey pattern on there nicely. The second sock is all but done. So I just have to Kitchener the toe. And then it will be done. Actually, I think I have a row and a toe. But so there it is, waiting. Waiting for Stash Dash, which is Friday, I believe, starting Friday. So Friday I'll be able to bind these off and or Kitchener, get them all ends woven in, and then that will be done. So that's really exciting. So that was my first work in progress. My second work in progress is another pair of socks that I finished the first sock. Have not, oh, I did weave in the ends. I haven't clipped my ends because I was at the baseball field and had a needle but no scissors. So these are some little Shorty socks that I started. This one is by the Fawn Knits. Let's see if I can find her card or her label. The Fawn and the Fox. Fawn Knits is her podcast. The lovely Laura. This is the Raven sock base, and the colorway is called Spumoni, and it's a beautiful speckled, just very lightly colored. That fell away. But yeah, I just really, really love this. These were knit top down. It's a 3x1 rib, which I don't think I've ever done. Don't know that I would do it again, but I had started a pattern that called for a 3x1 rib and then ripped back to the ribbing because I just couldn't do the pattern. My brain wasn't ready for a pattern. So I think this has about 30 stitches, fish lips, or 30 stitches for the leg, fish lips kiss heel, not 30 stitches, 30 rows. 30 rows, fish lips kiss heel, and then my foot and my, now what I will call my standard toe, which is a decrease every other row until I get to 16 stitches on each needle, and then I decrease every row until I get to 8 stitches on each needle, and then I Kitchener together. So very happy with this. This base is very soft. It is an 80-20 merino nylon blend. It has a little bit of a halo to it. It's very fluffy. I don't know if you can see that. It's very lofty and fluffy. It almost feels like there's cashmere, maybe. I think it's a 3-ply, if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite different than any other 80-20 blend that I've used, but very, very pretty, just nice, feminine, springy socks. And I am happy that I went with the low socks for these because I want to make myself a few more pairs of some shorter ones. I have plenty of mid-calf socks, so shorter ones will be nice. And I have started the ribbing on the second one, and this happened yesterday during baseball. Didn't get very far, but it's just a little bit of a cuff. And this is in my little burger bag that I got from Nomadic Yarns. All right, and my last work in progress this week, other than I've been knitting on a shawl that is a test knit. This is in one of my bags. But I put a couple of squares in on my blanket. Sorry guys, I've got all this stuff going off here. Of course, using my signature 7-inch straights that I'm in love with. So I put a couple of squares in here. I put this square, which is Lush Knit by Megan, who's Lucy and Norman, and colorway, what was the colorway? Hot Thing, I think. But yeah, this is super fun. And then this one I put in, this is the first self-striping one that I've put in, but this is from Desert Vista Dye Works. It is a Zombody, it's a Happy New Year one, Zombody Poppin' the Cork. And it was just the right kind of grays and light colors. So that one went in here as well. So just 2 squares. This one is just fun. I just like putting pink and purple, and not necessarily pink and purple, but just sort of my favorites. And obviously it doesn't matter if it's neon pink or regular pink or whatever, because I'm got some hot colors in there, but it's overall very nice. And that's my husband. So it's overall very nice and just makes me happy. So that is that. And this week I was going through a bunch of minis and different things and sort of sorting as I get ready to pack things away. And I found a bunch of minis that will be eventually going into this blanket. So once, you know, in the future, I knit whatever I feel like these days because I have so little time to do it that whatever I grab is what I do, or whatever I'm in the mood for. On the other, kind of on the same note as organizing, excuse me, I'm gonna get a sip of this, and I'm actually excited to try this. That's quite good. This is a tea that I got from a swap from Jilly, vegan Jilly, salted caramel green tea. And it's got, I didn't add anything to it. It has that green tea, that kind of light tea flavor, but it definitely still has that salted caramel, more of the salted caramel smell, I would say. I taste less of it, but anyway, yummy. So I was going through my scraps, trying to figure out, you know, just what I'm doing. And this you all have seen many times, but this is my, which way does it go? Which way does it go? This way. This is my, is this it? Or is this it? I don't know. Anyway, this is it. My Desert Vista Dye Works blanket. Everything in here so far is a Desert Vista Dye Works yarn that either I have knit with, or I have been traded, or that I have won from participating in the knit-alongs that she does. And as I was going through my scraps, I found this one, which the lovely Minerva Turkey traded with me in a swap that we did a couple of years ago. So I've got this one, which is Dia de los Muertos. Very excited to put that in. And I went through and dug out all of my scraps and leftovers from Desert Vista Dye Works socks that I have completed over the last year or two. And I have this like big, huge container of them. I've got these were my, I think, April socks. Zombody something Zombody. The Drink Your Blood, the red and black ones. So these are from my kit that I did with her last summer. This was the ones I knit this February, the winning skein from knitting all of last year, that kind of fluorescent rainbow. These I knit late last year. I think this is If They Kill Rick. This is Somebody Likes Fruitcake. So I've got some of that left. I've got Zombody Doodle Dandy, I think is this one. This one is Zombody's Eating Cotton Candy. Zombunny, Chocolate Zombunny. So it's got the two different chocolates. And this is a Grinch, You're a Mean One. Zombody's Tiptoeing Through the Tulips. Franken Zombody for Halloween. And Mardi Gras was Somebody Throw Me Some Beads. So I've got quite a number. One more. This is, I think I may have already used this one. I don't know. I have to look. This one is it's a Christmas one. Oh, Somebody Bit Your Elf. This was a fun one to knit. So I think that's it, but I know there's another one because I know I knit that variegated one last summer. Where is that one? I'm gonna have to go back and look again in my scraps. Cause interesting because that was one of my favorite ones that I knit last year, and I do not see it anywhere. So anyway, lots of scraps to work into that blanket, which will give me, plus all of the ones that I have been, these are my Wizard of Oz series that I bought. Some that I've been gifted, different things that I've been gifted, different ones that I have won from all. And all of these are Desert Vista Dye Works. I cannot tell you, I'm so excited to have a Desert Vista Dye Works blanket. I just want to see how big I can make it. It's going to be so fun. So I didn't really touch that this week. I'm thinking this coming week I'm going to work a little bit on that because I've been thinking about it quite a bit. So the last thing, this is just going to feel a lot extravagant. Not even a little extravagant. It's going to feel a lot extravagant because there's just a lot of stuff to show you. And there's actually even some stuff that I can't show you yet that has come in, which is very exciting. Okay, so hello, lovelies. I'm going to reach over here. I'm still talking. Let's see if I can sort of, there we go. Hope that didn't make you seasick. Sorry. Did you see my Instagram post this week? And I am Suburban Stitcher on Instagram, but there's my sweet little, all my Alice stuff, my coloring book, and my little Alice Funko Pop, and a couple of Alice books that one I've read, the original. I haven't read this version of it. I just bought myself a pretty, like, Rifle Paper Company pretty version, and After Alice, which I'm very excited to read. So anyway, lovely things. I have just been spoiled rotten by the mail from things that have come in and things that were gifted to me, and I cannot wait to show you. Okay, so over a month ago, purchased some yarn that I think my first and only other time to get this yarn was about the same time last year. And you know it well, but I managed to get quite a few skeins of it this time, and it makes me super excited because I have so much yarn that very rarely does something call to me to knit it up almost immediately, and this yarn that I got last year did that for me. I knit it very quickly, and I have a feeling that this will be the same, because it's so pretty, it's almost too pretty to hoard, if that makes sense. But I got my hands on some Woolen Vine yarn, which is pretty amazing. And I've got to pull these, if you could only see. I've got all these scraps now that are sitting here. But I managed to get 4 skeins of this in an update, which is pretty amazing. So Woolen Vine yarns, this is actually not that far from accurate. That's pretty close. But this is on her Stellina base, which is blitzed, or blitz base, and this one is called Neptunia. I loved kind of this section down here. Yeah, right there. It's got those like aquas that are going into the greens and the purples. I just think it's beautiful. It's going to look like a sparkly, mermaidy water when it's all said and done. I got a skein of, this is something I've been just really, really coveting for a while. Also on the blitzed base, this is Jilted Rose, which just feels like a Diane colorway. It is golds and rosy colors. And this is a gold Stellina. That's just beautiful. And then I got 2 skeins of yarn on her Nouveau base, which is a single ply. You know I am a single ply girl. This one is Jilted Rose again, so it's interesting. You can see how the different bases take the dye. But this one is Jilted Rose on the single ply Nouveau, base, and this one is Dirty on Purpose. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Very excited about these two. So those came in. Just, you know, sorry, not sorry. I saw that there were several weeks ago, there was an update of Hedgehog Fibers at the Loopy U, and they had two colorways that I have been just absolutely wanting to get, and I had to get them. So I got a skein of Bramble. These are both on the sock yarn base. This is Bramble, and it's pinks with some browns and sort of these like foresty green colors. See down there? It's just really, really pretty. I got Bramble. And on the same base, sock yarn, I got Fool's Gold, which is this golden color with all of these pops of color. And it's so out of my normal that it's amazing. So I got those. I think this is about a week later, but I at least attempt to do Camp Loopy every year. And so I got my Camp Loopy yarn for Clue 1, which is, I think, visit an island. So it's like you could go to Lace Island or Cable Island or, you know, all those different things. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Lace Island. It will be a shawl. But I picked out a skein of Shalimar yarn. Sorry, the window was open. I normally close it a little bit, but it was overcast and I thought I needed the extra light. But that's pretty good. Shalimar yarn. This is the Crayfish colorway. And this base is the Breathless base, which is 75% merino, 15% cashmere, and 10% silk, 420 yards. So this has grays, pinks, kind of oystery grays, some darker, bluish purple grays, just very pretty. I purchased two skeins. This was well over a month ago, but you know, they take a while to come in from the UK, from Germany, not the UK. Homespun House, and I got, this is a skein of her soft sock yarn, and the colorway is called Mirth. So this is it's pretty fluorescent, so that's why the camera is sort of freaking out. But this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It does have pops of that fluorescent in there. It's pretty fun. But I just love that it, you know, has really light sections and really dark, intense sections. Kind of these crimson reds that go in here. I think it's going to be really fun. And this one is also a single ply base. This one is on her Jeunesse fingering, and this one is called Let's Hold Hands. I will say, that's a little better. I will say that this is quite different than how I pictured it would be online. It is very kind of petal pink with a little slight orange, goldish orange overtone, and I pictured it much more peach. Maybe the one that she took a picture of was a little peachier, and then this one just took a little more pink. It's very beautiful. Just a little bit different than what I thought it was going to be, but beautiful. So let's see. That's pretty close. That's probably the closest right there. I got a skein of yarn with a couple of sweet online friends and in-person friends. We had a special skein of self-striping dyed up for us. Rock and String Creations put together a skein called Derby Day. And this is an homage to the Kentucky Derby. And so you've got your, and I won't remember all of the stripes, but there's one like red for the roses and brown for the horses. There's this sort of hand-dyed silver and green, or maybe like right in there, it's sort of like gray and silver and green for like mint juleps in the silver, the pewter cups. And then there is another colorway that's like, I think the blue with the speckles is maybe for the hats, because you've got crazy, you know, awesome Derby Day hats. So this is just really fun. This will be, I'm going to save this next year for getting ready for the Kentucky Derby for sure, because that's just too fun. So that is everything that came in that I purchased. And those kind of are things that happened over the last month and came in. I have some lovely things that came in as gifts and swaps, and I'd like to show those to you as well. The lovely, where's the card? If I can get it. Oh, yes. Okay, it's still in here. Sorry for crinkling, but I want to get all of the information correct to show you. So June from Julie. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I feel like it's Julie, not June. Julie from Suffolk Socks sent me the most amazing package. She wanted me to try out her sock yarn and some stuff that she is dyeing, and she sent me the most lovely package. She sent me this super sweet, just little travel notebook that she embellished herself. And I think she sells these in her shop and online, Suffolk Socks. But I just love the little bird and the little crocheted flowers and the lace. And then she sent me two things to play with. I can't decide which I'm more excited about. And I want to get the information correct. So this is a skein of to be named yarn, but those colors are spot on. It is a Donegal tweed, as you can see. It's a BFL tweed. And let's see, it is yet to be named. Yeah. It's a one-off. So I have a feeling that she'll just be dyeing some things in this sort of one-of-a-kind style for this. I just cannot wait. I love these colors. Obviously, it looks like I need to be wearing these. And then the other thing that she sent me to play with is a sock blank, which I love. I'm so excited. This one is called Mary Berry. And it's got lots of purples and orchids and turquoise and maybe some orange right there. But it just looks so amazing and pretty and super fun. So definitely she knows that I have color themes and color preferences. Thank you so much, Julie. And now if your name is June, I'm just gonna die of embarrassment. But thank you so much. And this is Suffolk Socks, who is also one of our lovely sponsors for the Around Your Neck Cow. And she has donated a yarn and coordinating pattern that she has designed, and she's dyeing the yarn. And one lucky winner in the UK will win that. So thank you so much. I can't tell you, I was so excited to get that. I got a lovely gift from just one of my very, very longest standing and sweetest blogging kind of online friends. This is from Michelle, who is Cozy Egg. She's Cozy Egg on Instagram. That's her blog. She has a little podcast I love. I'm so grateful to have her as a friend. And she sent me the sweetest birthday gift. I saw her for my birthday at DFW, and she said she was working on this and didn't have time to finish it, but I can't believe she thought of me. So it is a pin cushion that is cross-stitched on hand-dyed linen. It says, "Have you any wool?" And of course it is in Diane colors. The sheep is stitched out of wool thread. I just love this. Like this one is over 1. Can you see that? This one has some different stitches. And then the back is out of a coordinating fabric. And it's filled with, I believe it's filled with, is it the rosin, which is heavier? So it's actually quite heavy, and you can use it to sharpen your needles and sharpen and shine up your needles while you're stitching. So can't even say enough. Thank you so much, Michelle. Beautiful work, beautiful finishing. This will have a treasured place in my new sewing studio, my crafting studio. So thank you again. And the last thing that I want to share with you is, oh, that's quite nice. The last thing that I want to share with you is the most, I just love, knitting friends are the best. So I discovered that my friend Hohi Locatelli and I have a birthday just a couple of weeks apart. And she is always so generous with me and sending me her patterns as soon as they're released. And I'm just always feel like I can't ever do anything in return, mostly because her country doesn't accept package mail. So come on, Argentina, let's get packages again. But because of that, anytime she travels, she always has lots of packages sent wherever she's going, because then she can just bring it home with her. And I mentioned, I really wish I could send you something. You're so generous and kind with me. And long story short, she was in Florida a few weeks ago, said, I could send something there to her friend where she was staying. So I did. And then she sent me something as well while she was there, which is just beyond generous. She sent me some lovely candies, which I've had to hide so that my family doesn't eat them before I do. Just some sweet little things, a little face mask. These were absolutely gorgeous. These are some thank you cards from Anthropologie, which is honestly one of my favorite stores in the entire world. And they're just the most lovely, beautiful thank you cards. They're different styles and designs, but so just flowers and thank you. These were so beautiful. It's exactly the kind of thing that I would have purchased for myself. Oh, and I love all the envelopes are this gold metallic, which is just so beautiful. So that was just, that was amazing. I loved this. And the most exciting part of the package is that she sent me 2 skeins of her friend's yarn. This is the yarn that the original Pure Joy was knit out of. I don't know if it's these colorways. I don't think so. I think they were different colorways. But it was this friend's yarn. And this yarn is called, let's say this right, Pura Hilados. And it is an Argentinian. Her friend is dyed in Argentina. This is the Pura sock base, which is hand dyed 100% fine merino, 438 yards. And I will put a link to this in the show notes. I think it is an 8-ply, like a cabled, I think it's a cabled structure. But this colorway, I believe, is called Aurora or something. It probably is in Spanish and I'm butchering it, but I think this is Aurora. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. My gosh, it's so soft and it's shiny. Do you see how shiny it is? Just the natural sheen on this yarn is amazing. And this one, I can't even guess what this colorway is, but it's beautiful. And this one is browns and navies and blacks that all go together. So they could go together and be like the light and the dark. I think that would just be so fun. Thank you, Hohi. Mwah, you are amazing. I love this. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Super excited to just find the perfect thing to knit with these. And oh my gosh, that is it. Like, that was enough, right? Let me give you some updates on shop news and things with moving and all of that. So, okay, so shop news right now is the splash pad update. Everything's mailing this week. I put a 2 to 3 week deadline on those, and so they all should be out before even the 2 week deadline. So that is great. Those will be mailing this week. Half of them are already in the mail. The other half should be mailed no later than Wednesday, I believe. A few items, I will be putting a few items in the shop this week. Later this week, I don't know that it's going to be an official update. I think I may just throw them in there and announce it on Instagram. Probably 10 or less bags. So it's not really big. It's just a few things. And then also be on the lookout for this coming Sunday or Monday. Look for a shop update that will be a pre-order. It will be 100% pre-order, and I mean like 4 to 6 weeks pre-order. The reason for that is, number one, I'm moving, and I just have no idea my time. Number two, I don't know how much of this new thing that I'm putting out there you will want, and I don't want to buy a ton of stuff and make a ton of stuff if you don't want it. So it will be pre-order for that reason as well. It's a really, really special pre-order, and I'm just so excited for you to see it. After that, so Sunday or Monday, I'll put the pre-order up. That's this coming Sunday or Monday, which is like the 29th or 30th. Starting May 31st or June 1st very early, my shop is going to be closed. I will be at Zombie Knitpocalypse. I'm going to close down the shop, and I think, I'm almost positive, I'm going to maybe put it on vacation, but I don't know. It's either going to be on vacation or still on that deep, pre-order status. June 6th is also a very exciting date. I will have an update with a special dyer. I've sort of talked about this. I'm not saying any more information yet, but that update with the dyer that I have talked to you about, that update will be happening on June 6th, June 6th or 7th, the week of June 6th. And it will be on that person's site. So be watching Instagram for more information. As soon as this person puts out their spoiler, then I will, share and let you know. You are going to want to get in on this, I promise. This one is so good. It is very limited in quantity. It's one of my favorite collaborations that I've done as far as how everything has come together. So that's all I want to say, but just be very excited. And last but not least, as far as updates, Houston Fiber Festival is June 24th and 25th at the Berry Center in Cypress, Texas, which is outside of Houston. So Houston Fiber Fest, obviously. I will be in the Western Sky Knits booth. Please let me know if there's fabrics you want to see, if there are items that you'd like to see. In between all of my updates and everything, I'm, sneaking little things aside for this show. I am doing my very best to have a good quantity of things there. Mostly I am there to help my friend Heather, but I will have a few little things. So if you are very interested in getting a Suburban Stitcher bag and you're going to Houston Fiber Fest, please try to get there as early as possible. I just don't know what my capabilities are going to be. But you understand. On the moving front, so many of y'all have just been asking and just thinking about us. And so here's the situation. We put up our house on the market, and we got an offer very quickly, several offers, and we accepted an offer. So after about 4.5 days, we we're off the market to speak of. So we have a buyer for our house. They are doing all of their work, getting inspections done and things like that over here, which is, just another headache, another thing to work around, but it's okay. And so that's really exciting. We are getting over our asking price, which again is very exciting. So yay, that's an amazing answer to prayer. We had put in an offer on a house and lost that one. And I was super bummed, just really, really bummed about it. And then we found this other house that we had seen, but we just didn't really think about it as an option. And the more and more we thought about it, it was like, yeah, this is really better for us. As everyone said, you'll find something that's better. And I knew we would, but I just, you can't hear it when you're still sad. So we put in an offer on this second house and it was accepted. And so that our process for the buying is starting now. Hopefully, like I said, there will be very little downtime in between houses. But end of June, actually the day after Houston Fiber Fest is when we close, at least on this house. So lots of exciting things coming. Thank you so much to everyone who's just been messaging me and thinking good thoughts for us. It really means a lot. If y'all are going to be at If y'all are going to be at ZK, Zombie Knitpocalypse, please come say hello. I just would love to say hi. I will be one of the podcasters that is participating in the podcaster panel. I believe it's on Friday morning. It is also, yes, it is on Friday morning because it's right after the 5K that I signed up for and have done no training for. This will be fun. So I potentially could be disgusting, sweaty, and gross at that podcaster panel. Who knows? But yes, I would love for you to say hi, come see me. I am happy to meet everybody. I just cannot wait. So excited for this trip. That is it. Thank y'all so much, as always, and if you have questions, feel free to email me. The show notes will probably just be limited as my time is limited, but always you're welcome to email me if you have questions. Thanks, guys. Bye.